What is up?
Yo, what up, Top This Money team? Reggie, you with me, bro?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Are we not going to be able to see you?
I'm trying to get it set up. Da 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 da.
Okay, it's all good. It might be. Hey, listen, man. It might be a little bit too much. We to be able to see you and hear you at the same time might blow our. There you go, my
I'm in
boy.
the
What's happening? How
building.
you feeling? How you feeling? Good.
Good, good, good.
Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Top This Money Team Wednesday night hangout. I got my boy Reggie Gaines with me here tonight. We are family. We are here to help all of you. So, by all means, if anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask us those questions. You can go ahead and you could type your questions in the little question mark thing on the left-hand side of the webinar form. There's a little question mark you can click, and you can go ahead and type your questions there. They should be enabled right now. And we're going to get rocking. We're going to give you guys some information. We're going to go ahead and bang off each other a little bit. I know Reggie got a couple of little topics that he wants to share that are definitely going to be valuable and helpful to you guys. And I got a couple of things that I want to talk about as well. So I want to welcome everybody again, and let's get right into it. So this hangout, just so you guys know, if you're brand new on this thing or you've never been on this kind of thing or you're just brand new to the team, first of all, welcome to the team if you're brand new to the team. What we do is we like to just kind of give a little bit of our information so that way we can share with you guys what we think might work. Okay, none of this stuff is set in stone. None of this stuff is guaranteed to work for you. It's simply certain concepts that we use. Some of them are mindset strategies, some of them mindset concepts, others are technical strategies, and it's just stuff that we apply to our businesses. I'm sure that what Reggie's going to say is going to be from his own perspective, and he's doing different things in his business to be successful than what I am. So we're going to give you guys this information in hopes that you guys can take some of it and maybe run with it, maybe use some of it, maybe use all of it, or maybe use none of it and learn from our mistakes. Whatever the case may be, we're all here for the same cause, and that's so we can all be successful within the internet space, specifically with the Top This Money Team and the Motor Club of America opportunity. So, if you are pumped up and you are ready to get rocking tonight, go ahead and if you can hear me, if you can hear my voice right now, please go ahead and show me some dollar signs. Type some dollar signs into the chat so that way I know that A, you can hear what I'm saying, B, you can see the both of our handsome faces right now, and C, that you're ready to rock and roll and make some money with us. So with that said, I'm going to get rolling. There we go. There's some dollar signs from our man Reggie. So we're going to get rolling. So tonight what I want to talk about is the product that we are selling. And if you are brand new on this thing right now, then you might not know what the product is that you're selling. And that's perfectly normal. This is very, very common in this industry and in this particular business opportunity. What happens a lot of times is, we see that money's being made, and I'm seeing the dollar signs right now, so it's time for my money shades. So when we get excited, we see that money shining all over the internet, all over Facebook. Sometimes we just get started without even thinking about what we're doing, and that's cool. That's great, And if that's you, then I want to tell you, take a deep breath and relax, because you're in the right place at the right time right now, my friend. You are in a great spot to start earning money. Well, it's not the traditional way, okay? Let's be honest, and that's probably why, if you're not feeling too comfortable right now, you're feeling that way. It's because most of us are used to going to a job. We're used to trading our time for money, right? And when we go in, we punch into the clock, we're earning money, and then when we punch out off the clock, we're not earning money anymore. So what we do, believe it or not, it's actually real, we make money around the clock. We leverage systems, we leverage our opportunity, and we leverage our strategies and our team, in this particular case, because you're in the best team in the planet Earth, in the internet marketing space right now. We leverage these things to make it so that way we can make sales at all times. It's the difference between having a business and actually working for someone else's business, okay? We're here to teach you guys how to build your business. It's something that we have done. You're looking at the two gentlemen on this panel right now. We've been able to successfully do this, and it's something that many of the people on our team and in our industry and in our company have been able to do. So we're here now. We don't get paid to do this. We're here to help you guys do the same thing. So once again, if you have questions, please go ahead and ask them. We'd be more than happy to do our best to answer them. We're not going to promise you that we have all the answers, but we'll do our best. So when it comes to making this business work, what happens a lot of the time is people jump in, and like I said, they don't even know what it is that they're promoting. They don't even know what the product is, right? And that's kind of good, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why that's good is because in this industry, one of the big secrets that when people, I think, have their breakthrough a lot of times, especially the first time, I know this was like this for me, when I realized this, my income really, really rose very, very fast. And not only that, I kind of found the sense of purpose in what I was doing where I was kind of lost before. So if that's you right now, if you're feeling lost right now, this might be good information for you. But what I realized was that my product, in this case, roadside assistance, Motor Club of America services, really isn't my product. And what I mean by that is that, sure, we can market roadside assistance. We can go out there and tell people how awesome it is to have emergency towing, right? How awesome it is to have bail bonds paid for, right? In case we get into trouble, God forbid. How awesome it is to have dental discounts, vision discounts, all the wonderful benefits that come with the Motor Club of America services and product itself, which is great. We all love Motor Club of America. I've actually used the services and the benefits myself a number of times because I'm a dummy. I lock my keys in my car not once, but twice, okay? And I had to have them come out and pop my lock, right? Battery died. They came out. They jacked me up. They got me going. I've actually had other people that I know use the services as well, and, make videos and show that the product is real, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing to have. If you don't have any kind of, benefits like that, that's awesome. I'm using, my teeth are all screwed up, guys. I ate a lot of Starburst when I was a kid, okay? So I'm going to the dentist in a couple of weeks here, and I'm going to get my teeth fixed up because I have a dental discount card that comes with Motor Club of America's products and services, which is awesome. It's great stuff to have. We love that stuff, right? And the thing is that that's all good and well, but that's not what made me a whole lot of money online. Okay, and I'm going to turn this over to Reggie in just a little bit. But before I do that, I just want to share my piece and explain what I'm saying, and Reggie can share whether that is the same for him or his input on it as well. But for me, guys, what I learned and what started making me a lot of money was when I learned that my product is not actually the roadside assistance. It's not actually the benefits. It's not actually the dental discounts and the membership plan and all that great stuff. My product and the thing that people buy is me. Okay? It's me. When people are scrolling up and down Facebook, when they're looking on my news feed, on their news feed, and they see my posts, okay? When they receive an email from me, when they click on an ad from me, and they watch my video, they are engaging with somebody, a human being, that is making money online, and that is what they want. Now, what they want the money for is a whole nother story. Everybody's got a different thing that drives them. You really need to dig down deep and figure out what it is that's driving you, what you want that money for, what you want to use that money to buy. And the truth of it is I'm nothing special. The reason why people click with me is simply because I put myself out there. I'm no different from anybody else that's doing this thing. The only difference that I may have that's leading me to have success is that I'm putting myself out there and I'm building value in myself. So, if we want to make sales and we want to make a certain amount of money, whether we want to make $100 or we want to make $10,000 or anything in between that, we need to realize that when we go out there and we do our marketing, we're actually marketing ourselves, okay? And I'm going to give you a little piece of information that's going to make you feel a lot better. Just by signing up, if you're brand new and you just signed up just now and you just jumped on this Hangout, right now, you haven't made one penny online, you don't even really know what this is, you already, just by signing up, you already have value to give. You already know a little something. You might not know what it is, but you can say, hey, I don't even know what this thing is, but I'm excited. These people are making money, and I'm about to do the same thing. And that is a step in the right direction. Most people in the planet have not done this, have not even taken the initiative to learn about what's going on the internet, let alone sign up and get started. So you're already in a position of value right now. Now, the key is if we want to make more sales, we need to create more value. We need to build more value inside of us in order to make the sales happen. Let's face it, people will buy roadside assistance if we market it, but more people will buy a business opportunity that can generate sales for them, put direct deposits in their bank account while they're sleeping, while they're on the beach, while they're out to dinner with their family, while they're at church, while they're at the movies, doing the things that they're supposed to be doing by their God-given right to enjoy their life and be prosperous. More people are going to buy that. Everybody wants that. I'm not knocking anybody who works a job. Some people love their job and they're put on this planet to do that job, to work for someone else because it's just what they feel in their heart that they want to do. This is not for everybody, but most people want a way out. Most people want more freedom. Most people want to spend more time with their children. Most people want to be able to do the things that they want to do, like travel, right? Like if you want to just sit on your couch and eat potato chips and play video games all day, whatever it is that you want to do, you deserve to do that. And you need to know that first. Now it's time to build value and become an ambassador to other people so that way they can do the same thing. And the way you do that is by building value within yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to turn this over to you in just 1 second, Reggie. I'm going to tell you guys, the truth of it is the best way to build value in this world is to do 3 things, and you need to do the 3 things that I'm going to tell you in a special way. You need to learn. Number 1, you need to always be learning. So again, you're a brand new person on this thing right now. You just got started, right? You've already learned something. You've learned about this opportunity. You've learned how to sign up, and you've learned how to get to this hangout. So congratulations for being here. I want to once again welcome you to this thing. You're in a great spot. I'm so excited for you, you don't even know. So that's one. You got to be always learning at all times, continuously, continuously. Keep on building your learning. Keep on building your learning. Read books. Listen to audios. Okay, we got more money, Sean. Boom. So you want to be learning. Okay. The next thing that you want to do is you want to do. You want to do. You want to take action. You want to do things. Whatever it is that you're learning, don't just read about it. Don't just listen to it. Do it. Get out there and start taking action. Even if you don't know what the heck it is that you're doing, it's by doing that you're going to learn even more about what you already learned from the mistakes that you make, because you're going to make mistakes. Get over it. And then your craft will begin to build even more. And then the third thing that you want to do is you want to teach the things that you learn and do. You want to teach those things. You want to be an ambassador to others about whatever it is that you have learned. And soon, my friend, you will become a master. And this learning, this doing, and this teaching, the snowball effect will happen with these things in your life. This is literally, guys, the secret to success. The only difficult part comes in. See, this is simple stuff. But the only difficult part comes in is when you have to look at your own eyeballs in the mirror. You got to change the way you've been living your life, to change the way you've been doing things. You know, guys, it took me 2 years of lollygagging up and down and learning a little bit and then turning it off, turning my mind off, until I finally realized I had to buckle down and I had to just spend every waking minute of my day, every moment, every split second of my day learning, doing, and teaching. Otherwise, there's going to be someone out there, someone else who's going to pass me by. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with people getting ahead and getting successful. But 2 years in the industry, watching other people pass me, it kind of got annoying after a little while. And I was like, man, you know what? It's my time now. So I have a question for you. Is it your time? Okay, is it your time right now? And if it is, learn, do, teach. Now, here's the trick, guys. I want you to remember one thing while you're taking this stuff to your life, to your business, and doing these things. You need to learn, do, and teach simultaneously. Everything at the same time. I know it sounds crazy. It's like, how am I going to learn this, do it, and do everything? Listen to what I'm saying. Don't worry about how it works. Just put your trust in me that it works. It's like, if you have a watch or a cell phone or something like this, right? Everybody's got a cell phone. You don't need to know how everything inside your cell phone works, what happens when you press the buttons and what happens electronically within the circuits of that phone. Same goes for your computer, right? Same goes if you have a watch or a clock. You don't need to know the inner workings of those things. You just know that they work. Trust me, once you get rocking with this stuff and once you start learning, doing, and teaching simultaneously and you see the way it changes your life, whether it be 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, or 3 days from now, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll start to see the inner workings of this thing. But for right now, just take that advice and run with it. Learn as much as you can from people who are successful, from people who are doing what you want to do. Do those things. Get out there and do them. Even if you don't do them well, do them poorly. Just do them. So that way you can do them, you can learn more from that, and begin to teach that stuff too. You can do all that stuff at the same time. You can become a master of doing those things. You're a millionaire. I'm telling you right now, you are a millionaire, and the only thing standing between you and the money in your bank account is father time. And we all struggle with time, right? But it can't happen soon enough. But trust me, it will happen. So listen, guys, that's my piece for today. I'm sure we'll have more to say when we bang off of each other here, but I want to introduce my friend here. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is an exemplary individual, and this man, even though if he doesn't know it right now, I know, is at least a six-figure earner in this industry this year, okay? He dropped off from the team a little bit, had a little bit of troubles in his family, but you know what happened was he buckled down. He's a real man, took care of his family, and did what he had to do. And what doesn't kill us in this world makes us stronger, right? So I want to turn it over to my boy, my friend, my business partner, Reggie. Reggie, take it away, my brother.
What's up, everybody? Happy what is it, Wednesday now? I lose track of the days because I be so hard at it. Where do I start? Just really quick to piggyback on what Dan was saying about yourself, because kind of what I want to talk about has to do with branding yourself. You got to be out there. You got to let people see you. You got to make videos. You got to take pictures of yourself. Like Dan said, nobody wants to join the business. They want to join you. They want to know what you can do for them to help them in the business. That's the key. They don't care if MCA is signing up X amount of people per day or whatever. They want to know how you are going to help them. They also want to know what type of person you are. So by having videos and pictures that kind of relate to your life, maybe not fully, but kind of relate to you, is a big way to let people know and see exactly who you are. That's like key, I think. Is big. As far as me, I know I had a lot of success when I was doing a lot of videos, like a video every day, no matter what the subject was. A lot of times I was just doing videos just about whatever, something on my mind, something motivational, something, people saying, hey, you did this post to me. Was that meant to be for me? Hey, I make posts for the masses, just doing videos about whatever. Kind of relating it back to the theme, though. We're trying to be motivational. We're trying to be inspiring. We're trying to show people a better way. And they want to see that. They also want to see that you're a real person. Like, they want to see that you're a real person. So when you're making your video, don't worry about those mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. We make mistakes when we're talking. Like, it just happens. Roll through it. Don't be nervous. Kendall, what's happening, bruh? I hope you don't mind if I put you on the shout out right quick. But Kendall had hit me up and was having trouble with videos. And like I told him, man, advice that I got from Dan, Lou, Terrence. Make videos that you're not posting of yourself doing it. You'll get more and more comfortable. You're practicing it. You're learning how to do it, and then you're doing it, and then in turn you'll be able to teach somebody else how to do it. Right back to what Dan's saying: learn, do, teach. You gotta get out there and let people see you. It's key. I mean, it really is, because people are coming to this opportunity blind. They know nothing about the team. They know nothing about us. They know nothing about MCA. All they know is the post that was posted of a money picture or whatever it is, a team welcome, whatever it is. They see that and they're like, hey, who is this person? Who is these people, the top this money team? Who are these people? So you want to put yourself out there and definitely let people see you and hear you and know who you are. Another thing that I say is really, really key. I tried something different last night, and I want to let you guys know that I'm going to do this. I want to do it every week, but I want to do it every day. I found a way to do conference calls, and if anybody wants to get into doing free conference calls, it's absolutely free. You don't have to invest any money, and I think it's awesome because in the backside of it, you can see every number that calls in. You can see who's questioning you, who's talking during the conference. It's awesome. But anyways, it's getting out of my comfort zone. I don't normally do conference calls. When I first started MCA, I didn't even want to talk to anybody. I run a childcare, man, so I don't have time to talk to anybody because I'm dealing with kids all day. So it's not something that I wanted to do. But I found that you got to do something that you're uncomfortable with in order to get to where you want to go. So last night I did a conference call, and I invited some of the team members to invite some of their prospects. And basically what I did was I explained the opportunity. I didn't drop any of my links. I didn't do any of that. I talked about the team, and I talked about MCA and what they have to offer, what we have to offer. It was big to me. It was a success. I had a few people hit me up afterwards, wanted more information, wanted to talk to me. And even some people that I brought on the team wanting to talk to me after being on there. Okay, like, I want to talk to you more. So definitely you want to be able and get comfortable with, if you got to get on the phone to close the deal, man, you got to get on the phone to close the deal. It is what it is. We use phones before we use Facebook. Wall Street back in the day, and still to this day in some parts, they don't get on the internet and do all that stuff. They use the phone, cold calling. They get up, hey, you want to get some stock? Okay, no? Okay, next guy. So don't be afraid. I'm not saying go cold calling people, but if that's what you want to do, hey, do it. It's your business. Whatever works, do it. But you definitely want to be comfortable and feel comfortable talking to people, because even once you sign people up, they're going to want to talk to you. They're going to have questions. They might want to call you up and say, hey, how do I do this? Now you got to talk to them. So you want to feel comfortable talking to people and getting yourself out there and just being known, like just being out there, branding yourself. And another thing that I think is like really big as far as us as a team, you can't be afraid to take a Dan's welcome off of Dan's page or Dan's inspirational quote and put it on your page. Don't share it. Don't click the share button. Put some extra work in and save the picture and make it, because now you're branding for Dan. Now you're branding for Reggie. You're branding for Lou. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, guys. I'm not. But from a perspective of me, when I get on Facebook and I want to go look at something, I get on there, and if you share it and it's something that I'm interested in, I'm going to go to that person that it came from. I'm going to go right and click right on their page, and I want to check out what they got going on. Some of us may know what's going on with the guy on MCA. What's his name? DeLorean, whatever his name is, DeLorean, and Country Wayne. I didn't go to DeLorean's page after that. I went and added Country Wayne after I found out what was going on. So it's just about, don't share somebody else's stuff on the team. Just save it. Take the extra step. If it's a picture you like, save it. If you want the words with it, save it. Copy and paste. But don't just brand them, because now you're branding your teammate. And I'm telling you right now, I'm here to take care of my family. I want to see everybody succeed, but I'm trying to get my wife out of this childcare in the house. I'm trying to get it into a building. If one of your people contacts me because they want information, I'm not going to be like, hey, where did you get my information from, first off? Okay, because I had somebody today contact me because someone shared something. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to somewhere along the line in the back of my head be like, am I stealing somebody's $80? Like, I want to see everybody eat. That's what we're all here for. So try to take the time, the extra step. That's a part of being in business for yourself, is that you're in business for yourself. You're going to do the work that you need to do. Somebody may have already done the work for you, posted the picture, posted the content. All you got to do is save the picture, copy and paste the words, put it on your status like it's yours. I don't mind that. I asked my wife, I'm telling you, I say I'm competing with Terrence, even though it's no competition. He don't know it, but he been dropping them memes, boy. This memes. So I've been in there trying to make my own, and I feel good when I see you guys sharing, like actually clicking on it, saving it, and then posting it as if it's your own. That's what I'm doing it for. I want you to take it and do that, and I'm pretty sure that other members on the team that are legitimately caring about you being successful are doing the same thing for the same reason. They're putting it out there so that you can copy and repeat what has already been done. But also, you want to branch out and think for yourself a little bit too. Like, I need some ideas from you guys too. I want to give ideas, but I need some stuff too. I run out. Like, I literally sit at my computer. Once the children leave, I'm in front of this computer until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed and I get up at 6, 7, and I do it all over again. And I'm looking to see what you guys got going on. So I appreciate that. I like seeing the new content so that I can have it to share with my people. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to take somebody's welcome and post it on your page like it's yours. Like, hey, even if you don't want to say it's your welcome, hey, congratulations to Dan for bringing Terrence onto the Top This Money team. You want more information? Inbox me. It doesn't have to be that you did it, but I see those things like being key to having that, you building that traction. You want to build some traction. You want to make some waves. You got to make some noise somehow. And if you are constantly saying, come get with me to make the money on this opportunity, and you're not showing people that are actual people that are joining and also making money off of the opportunity, then you're shooting yourself in the foot a little bit, because you're half-sided. Like, you're showing that you are making money and that you can do it and that you have the opportunity available, but you're not showing anybody else that is also doing it. And so that's the key probably to your success. I can tell you, for 2 weeks I went through, when I first joined MCA and the Top This Money team, 2 weeks I went through, and I wanted to do things the way my sponsor didn't do all of the correct things for me. He added me to a group that wasn't even a part of he labeled us the Top This Money team, but wasn't even a part of it. And he had me doing things all to the left. I got into the training. I found Lou. I found Dan. I reached out to Lou. I got the training the right way. And then I started noticing. I saw the trend immediately. You're welcoming other people in. That's what's going to sell. That's what's going to get everybody to see that other people are joining. When I first started and I saw people welcoming people in, I would go to their page. I would literally go to that person that they welcomed in their page to see if they are a part of the team or whatever the case may be. So people do this. So if I did that, just think about it. Somebody is going to see what you're doing. They want to know. So make it available for them to know. Put it out there. Oh, with the conference calls though, I'm gonna do them, and like I'm willing to. I put my link out there on my page as far as, you know, what times and all that stuff. I'll do all the talking. All you gotta do is bring your people. That's it. I mean, I'm giving back to you guys for all of the great things that, you know what I'm saying, you do for me. You guys are very motivational. Like Dan said, I took a break, a big break, because I had some family issues, and now I'm back at it, and I'm not stopping. And I told my wife, and she knows, New Year's Day. My New Year's goal, my New Year's resolution was that I'm going to make 6 figures coming up soon, like soon. Before the year is out, my bank account is going to sit on 6 figures plus, because I believe it. I don't want to get all into the preaching and all that stuff about motivation and everything, because that could be a whole nother 20, 30, 40 minutes or so. But like, you just got to stick with it, man. You got to believe that what you're doing is going to be successful even when you don't see the results that you might want. If you can see the results in the future happening, then I mean, hey, sky's the limit, because you're already there. If you can see it, if you can sit back and imagine yourself in your dream home or driving your dream car or signing up 50 people, if you can see that happening, then it can happen. It's just that simple. If I see myself flying like Superman, I'm sorry, but it can happen. In my eyes, in my belief, maybe not yours, but in my eyes and my belief, if that's truly deep down what I believe in, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna do it. No, at any cost. I lose sleep over this, man, at any cost. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. You can always hit me up, always hit us up. I don't know what else to say. Like, this is my first hangout song, well, my second. I'm excited though, so you know, but yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are pumped up about what Reggie's talking about, show me the dollar signs in the chat. Reggie, I think that you just dropped so much value. I think you dropped like about $700,000 worth of value. So you got your 6 figures coming to you, my friend, just from what you shared with us right now. You brought up such awesome, interesting stuff, man. And I want to touch on a couple of those things actually that you talked about. You talked about sharing and working together with the team and the other people. And another huge breakthrough that I had for myself in the industry was realizing exactly that. When I came onto the internet, I thought that my competition was everybody else in Motor Club of America and every other business opportunity out there. And then I had an epiphany in my business and an explosion in my bank account when I realized that the exact opposite is true, which is the fact that there's that money right now, baby. That's what I'm talking about. People are pumped up. So when I realized that that is not true, the exact opposite is true, which is that this network marketing industry, especially in the internet space today, is about every single person helping everyone else, and there's no competition except for your own self. The only person you're in competition with is yourself. Then we're able to work with each other at all times. That's why people get freaked out sometimes, because they say, oh, am I stealing this guy's stuff? But here's the thing, guys, and I say this all the time on these hangouts. This market can never be saturated. There's 843 million daily active users on Facebook every single day. Every day there's 843 million people using Facebook. Remember, there's more people jumping onto Facebook every day. Old people popping off. People being born, becoming the age where they can get into a business opportunity every day. The numbers are staggering. And this is why it goes back to the beginning when we say that, do we want to market a product like, roadside assistance, which is awesome, or do we want to market really the business opportunity, a life-changing business opportunity, a life-changing team, right? In my eyes, everybody, and when I say everybody, 99% of people out there want something like this. Even just to make an extra $200 a week can be life-changing for certain people. And Lord knows that many of us are doing much better than that. It's mind-boggling to me, the success that I've been able to have. you know, and I've kind of been able to like draw this, and this might sound crazy, you know, but like I'm able to like see the future, and it's all based on that belief that Reggie talks about. That belief, guys, as you do things like learning, doing, and teaching, and being honest in your business every single day, that belief builds and snowballs every single day. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just, there's no reason it ever has to stop. You know, like in business and in life, sometimes we say, oh, you know, this has got to end. You know, this, you know, baseball's coming up soon, right? And, you know, a guy might go on a 10-game, 15-game hitting streak, and you know, you might say, oh, man, this has to come to an end sometime. But really, why does that have to be? It doesn't. You know, if you believe that something can just continue to build and never stop, then there's no reason why your success in your life and in your business can just continue to build forever. Are you going to hit roadblocks? Are you going to have times where you're set back a little bit? Yeah, you might. You know, are you going to run into things that you've never seen before, struggles? Of course. But if you keep your eye on that why am I doing this, and you believe in it, and you believe in it more every single day because of the action that you take and the things that you do, it's amazing the things that can happen in your life. Guys, I'm 37 years old now, and I got into this industry 2 years ago. Not even 2 years. Well, yeah, it's about 2 years ago, but I've been in Motor Club of America for just a little bit less than 2 years. And I didn't start having success in this industry until I joined Motor Club of America. But that's because of the team that I joined and the people that I'm working with, okay? It's got nothing to do with the business opportunity. The fact of the matter is in the 2 years here, my life has literally did a complete 360-degree turn. I mean, literally. I've never had a more clear, focused way about me than I have now, and it continues to increase every day, and it's thanks to this team and the people that I met in this industry and this business opportunity. And that is it. It's got nothing really to do with Motor Club of America. Motor Club of America just happened to be the business opportunity that we used to do this. But when you get out there and you start putting yourself out there and you start seeing what's out there, you start working with people on other teams, people in other companies, you know, you start to realize there's a space for you. And you're not going to please every single person. So once you let go of the idea that, you know, everyone's not going to join me because Motor Club of America really isn't the greatest thing in the world. It's not. But you are the greatest thing in the world. As long as you tap into yourself, then you'll realize that there's people out there that will resonate with you. So the kind of thing, Reggie, that you're talking about people coming to you and saying, you know, I worked with this person and so on and so forth, it doesn't matter because some people are going to join my team. And then they're just going to not like me for whatever reason. And they're going to go to you. And that's okay because there's plenty for everybody. There's plenty for everybody. We don't have to really worry about, you know, stepping on each other's toes. That's why there's no such thing as plagiarism in this industry. We can all begin to, Lord knows there's not enough of us delivering this message of self-improvement and living a righteous life. Right? There's not. There's just not. What most people are doing is they're out there and they're either watching the news, they're reading the newspaper, which is loaded with bullshit, pardon my language, that's going to poison your mind if you continue to expose your mind to that stuff on a daily basis. And then they're working their job where they're, you know, locked in a box when they punch in and then locked in a box when they punch out. And I mean that metaphorically. I don't mean they're physically locked in a box, maybe if they work in a cubicle, but anyone who works a job. You know, when I worked my job, I was in a very busy sales environment, which was actually quite fun for me. But still, you know, even though I was moving around, able to move around my store, able to move from store to store and work in kind of a fun environment for work, I was still locked into that environment. I couldn't leave that environment. I had no control over it. And I got paid while I was on the clock. You know, and I got, yeah, sure, I got incentivized and stuff like that. When I made sales, I made commissions, which is a step in the right direction, a step toward entrepreneurship. But you become a true entrepreneur when you start doing it on your own. When you start taking the risk, everything falls onto you. You know, in the end, it's either do or die. You know, like they say, again, to apologize for my language up front, it's either shit or get off the pot. You know, and when I quit my job in the traditional workforce, I knew that there was no way at any time I was ever going back to living another man's dream again. Forget just working in a store or something like that, or working for a company, or even just having a 9 to 5. Just my way of life. I made the decision at that moment in time. And that's what you guys, the position that you guys are in right now. You're in the door right now. But you need to prove to yourself and yourself alone that you can earn this. And I'm here to tell you that I believe in every single person that's here, because I've seen people do it who are in a worse position than you. I don't care who you are. I don't care. I know a girl who has multiple sclerosis, can't get off the bed, living in Australia, has created 6 figures in this industry in less than 90 days by simply doing the things that I'm suggesting here. Surpassed anything that I've been able to do so far in the amount of time. And there's not a lot of people like that. There's not a lot of people that have the ability to do that. So you're here right now and you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make every single day. You have a decision to say, am I going to live my life according to the terms of someone else, according to the terms of what I've been taught, according to the terms of what my subconscious is telling me because how I've been conditioned in my life? Or am I going to put my foot down? Am I going to start this thing? And am I going to never stop until I reach my goal? I can tell you by listening to what Reggie's talking about right now that he's a man who's going to reach his goal. And whether that happens within 60 days, 90 days, before the end of the year, whatever, it doesn't matter. I know it's going to happen, and he knows it's going to happen too. And that's how I know, because I can see it in his face. You know, it's like, I don't know if anybody's ever met somebody who's murdered somebody in person, but you know when you look at that person in the eyes that there's something about them. That person's like, okay. And the same happens in this industry when you got someone who's determined. You got somebody who's got that like look in their eye, that thing in their speak, and that feeling, that just like feeling around them. Even comes out on video. You know what I mean? You might be feeling that about me right now. So you have a decision to let that loose or not. Every one of you has that inside of you to let that loose. You know, but it's a question of, are you going to do it or not? I'm going to tell you right now, if there's 100 people on this hangout right now, there's probably 1, maybe 2 people who are going to do it. So you need to look at your own self in a mirror, literally, and ask yourself, is that going to be me, or is it going to not be me? And another thing that Reggie touched on that I really, and I'm sorry to, you know, blow a lot of hot air here, but, you know, you just brought up so many good points, Reggie, that I just can't let them slide like that, you know. But another thing that he touched on that really, you know, got me going was about comfort zones and about being comfortable. And here's the bottom line. Here's what it comes down to. Again, something that you don't have to understand how it works. Just trust me, it works. If you're uncomfortable, if you're not comfortable doing something, you're probably doing the right thing. You're probably, the less comfortable it is, the more likely it's the thing that you need to be doing. Guys, let me tell you, I just recently, two of my good friends I had conversations, separate conversations with, and both of them, the conversations went from, you know, your basic conversation, people I haven't seen in a long time, both of these guys I've talked to, and they're guys, I'll let you know that much. But, you know, in both of these situations, I've had what I like to think a lot of advancements in my life personally, you know, in my personal development since I've seen these guys last. And both of these guys, we got to talking, and our conversation started off kind of like simple, you know, hi, how are you, how have you been, how's the family, so on and so forth. And then after spending some time together, you know how it is, conversations evolve, right? And we get to start talking about more personal stuff. It got to a situation with both two people that I just recently ran into again, where in both of these conversations, it got to be like, you know, personal development issues and about life and parenting and children and what do we do in our lives. And, you know, I'm very firm with what I believe, and I would never really tell somebody what to do. But sometimes I ask people questions and they get upset. And in both of these situations, I left these conversations with my good friends, really good friends, both of them, and said to myself, man, I didn't really feel good about that. That felt a little uneasy. That felt a little weird to say that to that person and leave like that. And he's maybe a little upset and I'm a little upset. But the truth of it is I'm going to tell you the things that you need to hear and not what you want to hear. And I thought about that. And then a couple of days go by, and I was continuously thinking about the conversation. And the more I thought about it, and then the more I exposed myself to more of the personal development stuff that I expose myself to daily, which is, whether it be reading, whether it be on a hangout like this, or commiserating with one of my partners, or, listening to audio, watching a video, whatever, the more I began to realize that, man, what I was saying was right. And I was very uncomfortable at first, but I knew I did the right thing. And now, more and more, each moment that goes by, I realize I did the right thing. And probably my friends are thinking about the conversation that we had. And it's not like I'm going to reach out and be like, hey, I was right, wasn't I? You know what I mean? I don't want to be a jerk like that, but what I do know is that I planted the seed. The ball's in their court of whether they want to use that seed and water that seed, or they want to continue going on living their life like a jerk. You know what I mean? That's not up to me. But the fact of the matter is it's not comfortable. But when you want to make progress in your life, sometimes you got to do the uncomfortable thing. And in my life, and in my business, when I've realized, okay, I could do this thing over here, which is the simple thing, or the thing that I really want to do right now, or I can do this thing over here, which is the uncomfortable thing. I almost always, just because it's uncomfortable nowadays, go for the uncomfortable thing. And the more I've done that, the more the snowball effect has happened with that too. I have a better propensity for dealing with these situations that are more difficult. I'll give you another example really quick, and this is a little bit more basic of an example. I work out every single day, right? And I'm on a pretty strict regimen, and I'm of the belief that when you work out, it's more about not necessarily the weight that you're lifting or how fast you go through your workouts, but the kind of rhythm and routine that you work through with your workouts, the form of when you're doing a curl, or the breathing that you're doing in between sets, even the time in between sets, I time in my own head to make sure that I'm getting that all right. The other day, I got out I came upstairs and I was getting ready to work out. And I was thinking I'm a little bit hungry right now. And maybe I should go get like an English muffin and a pickle or something like that to put something in my stomach before I work out. So, I took a couple of steps to walk towards the downstairs, and I said, you know what, wait a second here. This is not going to make me comfortable, right? Because I'm going to be hungry through the whole workout. But, maybe it's better to be hungry through this workout. Maybe that's how I should feel. Maybe I should feel uncomfortable, and then probably feel better when I'm done. So I stopped myself. I did the uncomfortable thing. I got back in my room here, a little mini makeshift gym with a mirror on the wall and everything over there. You know what I'm saying? And I did my thing, right? I did my thing. And guess what happened? Not only did I feel like $100 billion after I was done with my workout, but I wasn't even hungry anymore. I didn't even eat that pickle, right? So, So this is how it works. Exactly. This is how it works in your life, and it works in your business. It's all the same. Your business in this business is really you. And again, you build value with you by utilizing every moment that you possibly can to build value within you. When you see that uncomfortable thing in front of you, attack it like a dragon, because 99% of people are not going to do that. And that's what's going to separate those 99 people on this hangout from the one person who's actually going to do the thing. It's a person who's going to do the tough thing. So I just wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying there, Reg, because that stuff was like really, really great, and I had to share a little bit. It looks like we got a couple of questions here. Oh, we got one question. So we're gonna hit this up really quickly. If you're up for it, you up for it?
I'm down. I'm down like 4 flat tires. I'm down.
Sweet. All right. So this is a technical question. You know everyone loves those. And it's from Kendall. Kendall, shout out to you, my brother. Do you see? Hey, I know that Kendall just opened up a new Facebook account. I don't know, Kendall, if you want to do this or not, but I'm gonna recommend that everybody friend Kendall, so that way he can build up a little bit of a following on that account. And Kendall, if you want to put your new Facebook link into the team group and say, yo, everybody, friend me, go for it, bro. Also want to remind everybody about the Blitz group too. That's working really cool. I see a lot of people doing some
Great.
awesome stuff in that group. The Blitz group is rocking, so get in there and help out your fellow teammates and allow them to help you too. Okay, and if you don't know about it, ask a question in the group and we'll hit you up. So Kendall asks, do you see a difference in results when you post Facebook ads to different age groups? Like, are older people going to be too programmed with the way they're raised to change their belief to try something new, even if they know nothing about it? That is a great fucking question. Reggie, do you
Yeah,
want to?
I can give some input on this. I can definitely give some input.
Please.
Thanks to Dan's fabulous training. Thank you, by the way, Dan. I use Facebook ads not just for my Top This Money team stuff, but other ventures that I'm involved in personally, the child care, all that good stuff. I use it. My biggest market with anything, is what is it? It's not the 18 to 24. It's the 24 to 35. I don't care what it is that I don't care what it is that I'm marketing. I don't care what it is. Women 24 to 35 are the people that use Facebook the most. And I don't want to say that, you know, targeting it to seniors is gonna necessarily change their mind or any, unless you got an ad put together that's definitely like the look of the ad, like it's something targeted to seniors, like you're tired of your retirement pension or you're not earning enough, like it's targeted to them. Otherwise, like my grandmother just got on Facebook a year ago because I opened her account. She's 73, 74 years old. So the seniors are using it. Yes, they use Facebook. Yes, but I wouldn't say you might want to spend money targeting them. Maybe try it out. Try with like $1 or something, just to see how it works. But I promise you, anything that I've targeted, most of the things that I've targeted, my biggest market is the people that are closer to my age, 24 to 35, because that's who primarily uses Facebook. Women, 24 to 25. My take on it. Dan might have something different and might have a different view, but my take on it is, yeah, there's an awesome feature within the ad manager. If you play around with it, it breaks it down for you. It'll tell you on a targeted post who the age that, you know, what ages were clicking more or what ages saw it more. So put together a post that's targeted towards seniors and target them, and then see what type of traffic you get, and see if it kind of helps out, if it busts your theory or promotes your theory that, you know, they might not be in changing their ways, because it took a long time to get my grandmother on Facebook. So
I can imagine.
yeah.
That's great information. That's great. And listen, it's my pleasure, Reggie. You know, if it wasn't for great people like you that are actually implementing this stuff, using it, and motivating me to make these trainings, then I wouldn't do them. So, you know, and I'm very, very, couldn't get a better payoff than watching somebody have success with stuff that I'm teaching. So I appreciate that. But, you know, here's what I think it comes down to. You know, Reggie's found a sweet spot for himself. And for me, really it kind of depends on like what I'm marketing, because nowadays I don't just market, you know, business opportunities. I also market products sometimes too, like trainings or services, or even, you know, I've sold things on Amazon.com, you know, like Star Wars shirts and toys and things like that too, because I built a Star Wars page because I really like Star Wars, and I like, you know, I think it's fun. So, you know, so this is the kind of thing that I learned how to do. What I've learned is that the key to any paid advertising is to do exactly what Reggie's saying, and that is to test it out, and preferably test it small. You know, I usually have a pretty decent marketing budget these days. I'll spend anywhere between $10 and as much as $50 for an ad, a single ad a day sometimes. And, you know, that's awesome because I can really like jack up my marketing real fast by using that budget. But I'll never start with that. I'll always start all my ads at the minimum, which is $1. And the reason why, and I'll let them run for like 2-3 days first. And the reason why is that I want to see the result. And I do exactly what Reggie's saying. The first thing I usually do is I usually send my ad out to a large. Here's an example of what I'll do. I'll write an ad, right? And I'll make that ad 5 different times. Usually, it's 5 different times. So I'll create the same ad over and over again. Just copy the stuff that I did and do it over and over again. And I'll usually target something different. Like I do a lot of my for business opportunities. I do a lot of my targeting to like mindset and motivational stuff because the personal development field is really married well with the online business opportunity, make money from home field, right? And that's also kind of like what I teach and what I preach anyway. So it helps me. So I might do like 5 different ads, the same exact ad, same image, same text, same everything, but I'll do them all to different things. Like maybe one's to Robert Kiyosaki, maybe one's to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the book, maybe one's to Think and Grow Rich, maybe another one's to Napoleon Hill, right? And if you don't know who these people are and the names of these books that I'm rattling off, write them down, go back and rewind what I just said, and go look up each and every one of them and read that stuff because it will help you. I promise you.
Yes.
But you know, after I do that, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it like the 18 to 65 range. I'll leave it like for the countries, and the countries, by the way, that I market to are usually United States, Canada, New Zealand, Ireland, United Kingdom, and Australia. Those are the countries. And the reason why is because I'm marketing business opportunities that are available to the entire world. But the fact of the matter is that those are the areas where most of the people who've got money to like get started are gonna be. You know what I mean? Like you'll get people sign up in Nigeria. Don't get me wrong; it's happened to me before, but it's just less people. You know what I mean? So I want to market to the people who are, I guess, a little bit more likely to partner with me in a successful manner. You know what I mean? So, but that's just my preference. But once I've found one or two of those 5 ads that's had a little bit more success than the others, I'll usually wipe the other ones, unless they all have success, which is rare. Usually it's just one or two of them that are like really successful. And then what I'll do is I'll just focus on those two, and instead of scaling up, I start to scale out. And what I mean by that is exactly what you're asking, Kendall. I start then slicing it up into the age groups, right? Then I'll do 18 to 35, 35 to 50, 50 to 51 to 65. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. I might even like split it by location. You know, a lot of times I split up male and female, and I might even change the picture. You know what I mean? But I'll test these other little things that I'll split up. And then if I have more success and dig down deeper, then I'm going to be finding even lower and lower costs per click, more and more success. And then once I really find something that's like under like 10, 20 cents, then I'm going to start doing my like, $10 to $50 marketing. If I got something that's getting me like 6 cents a click, 2 cents a click, which I've actually had before, then I'm going to scale that up like wildfire. So hopefully that's helpful. This is really advanced, so if you're brand new, your head's probably spinning off like Rosemary's Baby right now. But nonetheless, it's going to be helpful stuff for you once you get into paid marketing. That's my strategy. That's what I do. Again, not set in stone stuff, but it works for me. Another one quick thing to keep in mind, though, when you're doing paid advertising is that your ads run out. If you get, 20 cents a click one day, that can quickly turn into 40 cents a click. If you get 2 cents a click one day, that can quickly turn into 30 cents a click. And the reason why is because you're continuously now showing the same ad to the same people, right? They've seen it, and the people who are gonna click it really have clicked it already, and then you just run out. So if you're gonna be doing marketing like that, if you're gonna be doing any marketing, you gotta become creative. That's it. Bottom line. If you feel like you're someone who's not creative, you are. It's just a matter of time before you become creative.
Gotta work on it.
Yeah, you're creative. So get out of that mindset that I can't do this stuff, because you can. I promise you that. It's just a matter of sitting down and doing it, because I didn't think I could do it. But trust me, you can create this stuff. It's not that hard. Once you start thinking about who it is that you're marketing to, that really, really helps. So hopefully that stuff is helpful. I don't know. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Reg?
One more real quick, like little short snippet to add on to that. A good question. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your business. Like, this is a business. So, I mean, if you feel like Facebook isn't getting it and you want to go do flyers or you want to do Facebook ads or Google AdWords or whatever the case is, don't be afraid to invest in your business. I mean, sure, money might be lost right now. Yeah, right now. You might not have that money to go spend on whatever you want. But in the long run, it's going to pay off. You're building a wave. So if you're investing and people are seeing your flyers, even just flyers, this guy is always passing out these flyers, man. Let me go on his website on here and see what it is that he's passing all these flyers out about. Keep doing it. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your business, be it even learning. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your business. I know I said it. I'm going to say it one more time just so you guys make sure you got it. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your business. That's how you're going to be successful.
Absolutely.
Or one part of being successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. Investment, I mean, investment is everything in business. Investing is that you either need to invest money or you need to invest your time or
Yes.
both. I, to this day, invest both of those things into my
Yes.
business on a daily basis. Every day there's money coming out of my pocket that's going into my business, and I need to be able to see a return on investment with that, and the same goes for my time. Do some of the things I do not return an investment? Sure. You know, do some of the things that I do time-wise not return an investment? Sure, I waste my time and I waste my money. It happens to every business owner. It happens every single day to me too. But the trick is the more you do it, the more you're going to be able to track. Tracking is everything. You need to be able to track. You need to be able to track on a daily basis what it is you're doing. And the more of it you do, the more data you have now to track, and you can kind of sift through what's working for me, what's not working for me, and so on and so forth. So I don't think there's a better way to wrap this bad boy up than with some beautiful money shades right now. Thanks to my girl Melanie. Melanie, you are awesome. I love you. You rock. And I think that's pretty much all we got for this evening. You have any parting thoughts you want to throw out there, my friend?
Add me as a friend if we're not already friends. I love you guys. I will do whatever I can to make sure you're successful. Reach out to me if you need some help. That's pretty much all I got.
Awesome. That's all you have to say, my brother. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. I've been seeing the action that's been taken. Let's multiply it by 10. Let's make a commitment to all of each other right now to times whatever we're doing right now by 10. If we're going to do one post, let's do 10 posts. If we're going to do one ad, let's do 10 ads. If we're going to change one life, let's change 10 lives. If we're going to make $100, let's make $1,000. Okay, let's go out there. Let's just crush this thing. Let's take massive action. Let's learn, do, and teach. Let's not be afraid of our comfort zones. Let's barrel through them like the warriors that we are. You're all more powerful than you know. You all got the millionaire inside of you just waiting to explode. So I love each and every one of you. I want to thank you for being here. Invite your friends. Invite your team to this hangout. We do it every Wednesday, 8 p.m. I want to thank Reggie for all the wonderful things that he shared. I learned a lot from what he shared this evening, and I appreciate you as well, my brother. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Dan DiBiase. This is your boy Reggie Gaines. Peace out, Top This Money.
Top This Money, baby. Peace.